Hi guys, welcome back to the desktop for a kind of retro RPG. When I was digging through my collection for violence the other week, I found this stashed between two pages. It's the 1993 Shadowrun Catalog that was handed out in game stores. Now, going through it, because it's only 8 pages, so this isn't going to take long. We have Voices from the Past, a short story from the start of the Harlequin's Back story. Definitely getting you into the plot of it, what's going on, and why Harlequin is back, and why he's going to be searching out for the players. Harlequin as a character I've never really liked. And to go into a bit more detail about him, Harlequin is one of the ancient elves. He's several thousand years old. Even though magic only returned to the world in the 2020s, I'm forgetting the exact date. It was 2012 that magic started returning. Yes, Mayan calendar. I remember now. 2012 magic started returning. So theoretically no elves should be older than that, but there are a few ancient elves who are hanging around from the last time magic existed, which is basically the world of Earthdawn. Now, the plot is made out that Harlequin and these other ones are preparing for the horrors returning. You see, in the Shadowrun Earthdawn shared universe, magic comes in waves. It peaks, and then it troughs and disappears, and then it comes back. So the Shadowrun world is just at the start of magic coming back. Earthdawn was as magic was dropping off. The point is, when magic peaks, creatures from other dimensions can freely walk into Earth. They can travel through, and monsters which are unbeatable, things called horrors, appear. And basically Earthdawn is set just after humanity and Elfkind and the dwarves and all the other intelligent species have come out of hiding. They put themselves deep under the ground because the surface of the world was taken over by these horrors. But in Earthdawn, magic has receded enough that the horrors can't freely access the world anymore. There are some still around. They are the monsters that you fight. But on the whole, the intelligent species can come back out into the world. The thing is, Shadowrun's just at the start. So some of these worst monsters are starting to poke their way through. The first of these are the insect spirits, what Harlequin and his people called the Inve. Now, they possess people's bodies, they create massive hives. They are terrible, horrible, magical creatures which can destroy. They're very much based on the aliens, I have to admit, where they grab somebody, they cocoon them up, they implant a spirit in them, and then they transform into a monster. But Harlequin knows about this, and he's basically hiring Shadowrunners to battle against insect spirits and battle against the oncoming forces of magic. So the Harlequin Adventure and Harlequin's Back are very much about that. And they spend a lot of time in the spirit world, which is very unlike Shadowrun Adventures. You actually get to be true heroes and not just hired mercenaries. But Harlequin himself I've never actually really liked, because Harlequin's the character who knows everything. You know, he knows that magic is coming back. He knows the monsters that are coming. But the Games Master has to play him as that without the adventure ever telling you what he knows. So when the players push Harlequin to reveal his secrets, he has to be evasive all the time, because the Games Master doesn't actually know what Harlequin knows. And that means that Harlequin doesn't come across as this wise, all-knowing character who knows the secrets of the world. He comes across as somebody who's bluffing. And that never made Harlequin a very nice character to me at all. Anyway, we've got these 2 pages of that story, and me whittering on for ages about Harlequin and magic in the 6th world. Inside we've got a catalogue, so the Shadowrun products. We've got the novel A Killing Glare, Striper Assassin, which was about a shape-shifting assassin, I believe. She was some kind of were-jaguar. Shape-shifting abilities may not give her enough edge to survive. Got Corporate Shadow Files, which detailed some of the corporations in the world. The Tier 10 Gaia, The Land of Promise, so detailing the Elven Nation, written by Nigel Findlay, who is sadly missed. The German source book, which I believe was actually written in, originally published in German and hasn't been translated to English language. So, because Shadowrun had a massive German audience, and they actually released some source books in German for that area, and then they got translated back to English. I really liked that. It gave Germany a totally different feeling than the rest of the Shadowrun world. We've got Tir na Nog, which is Ireland, which, as a British person who is aware of a lot of the history of Ireland, it came across as, yeah, all the political divides just went away because magic returned. Who cares? Which I found a bit naive. I would have found it more interesting if there were still more problems. That groups like the IRA and all that don't like being dominated by elves any more than they like being dominated by the English. That would have been a far more interesting part of Tir na Nog, the Land of Youth. On the horizon, we've got the Corporate Security Guidebook. Very useful because this is technology that corporations would use against Shadowrunners. Area Security Catalog, so more big guns. Harlequin's back. The adventure which that is from. And Running Short. So just really short, one session adventure scenarios. I don't actually remember that one coming out. I never picked that one up. Everything else I got, because I really did buy a lot of Shadowrun stuff back in the day. And then we're on to these. And these are out of the Tir na Gaia source book, and they're player character templates for starting to play as a noble or a Peace Force border guard. They're also NPCs. Actually, I don't think they are player character ones. No, they're not. I apologize. I totally mistake that. These are basically contacts, NPCs. So you've got the stats for a noble in Tir na Gaia and the Peace Force border guard. And then the back cover. And that's it. I just found that and I thought it was interesting. It's something which isn't that common. I remember having a Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition one somewhere, which I'll have to try and dig out. But anyway, just a wee short one today. Thank you very much for watching as always. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. But most of all, as always, you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Bye.